Blockbuster news has completely shaken the NFL landscape as the Pittsburgh Steelers unveiled Davante Adams in a move that instantly sends shockwaves across the league. This is not just another roster update or a routine headline cycle. This is a franchise-altering moment that redefines how defenses prepare for Pittsburgh every single week. The arrival of Davante Adams changes the tone, the identity, and the ceiling of this offense overnight. Around the NFL, defensive coordinators are scrambling. Analysts are recalculating projections, and rival fan bases are realizing that the balance of power may be shifting in real time. The Steelers have made a loud statement. They are done waiting, done rebuilding quietly, and fully committed to winning now. Welcome to Steelers Daily News, the home for non-stop, up-to-the-minute coverage of everything happening in Pittsburgh. This channel is dedicated to bringing Steelers fans the latest daily news, major updates, and in-depth breakdowns straight from the heart of the NFL conversation. From blockbuster acquisitions to behind-the-scenes developments, Steelers Daily News delivers the stories that matter most to the black and gold faithful, with clarity, urgency, and passion that matches the city itself. Davante Adams stepping into a Steelers uniform immediately elevates the offense into a different stratosphere. This is a player who commands double coverage on nearly every snap, a receiver whose route running is surgical, whose hands are among the most reliable in football, and whose football IQ consistently exposes defensive weaknesses. For years, opposing defenses could key in on limiting Pittsburgh's primary weapons and force uncomfortable situations. That approach no longer exists. Adams brings gravity to the field, bending coverage schemes before the ball is even snapped and opening space everywhere else on the offense. The ripple effect of this move is already being felt across the league. Defensive game plans that once prioritized stacking the box or playing aggressive man coverage now come with significant risk. Safeties can no longer cheat toward the run. Cornerbacks can't survive alone on an island without elite support. Nickel packages suddenly become vulnerable. With Davante Adams on the field, every defense must respect the deep ball, the intermediate routes, and the red zone threat simultaneously. That kind of pressure breaks systems, not just individual matchups. Inside the Steelers' locker room, the impact is just as powerful. The arrival of a proven superstar sends a clear message. This team believes in its core and is committed to contending at the highest level. Veterans feel validated. Young players gain confidence. The offense now has a centerpiece who has been there, done that, and delivered at the biggest moments. Davante Adams doesn't just bring production, he brings standards, accountability, and a championship mindset that raises expectations across the board. From a schematic standpoint, this move unlocks creativity that Pittsburgh hasn't fully been able to unleash in recent seasons. Adams thrives in motion, dominates on timing routes, and punishes defenses that hesitate for even a split second. Offensive play calling becomes more flexible, more aggressive, and far less predictable. The Steelers can dictate tempo instead of reacting. Third downs become opportunities instead of obstacles. Red zone efficiency takes a massive leap when a receiver of Adams' caliber is demanding attention near the goal line. League-wide reaction has been immediate and intense. Analysts are already calling this one of the most impactful additions of the season. Rival AFC teams are reassessing matchups, knowing that slowing down Pittsburgh just became significantly harder. Defensive backs across the league understand the challenge ahead because Davante Adams doesn't just beat coverage, he exposes it. Every rep against him requires perfect technique, flawless communication, and disciplined help coverage. One mistake and the scoreboard changes. This move also reshapes how the Steelers are viewed nationally. No longer seen as a team on the fringe of contention, Pittsburgh now looks like a legitimate threat capable of going toe-to-toe with the conference's elite. Davante Adams brings instant credibility to the offense, forcing commentators and opponents alike to reconsider where the Steelers stand in the AFC hierarchy. When stars align with tradition, results tend to follow, and the Steelers have built their legacy on making bold decisions at the right time. The fan base reaction has been electric. Steelers Nation understands what this means, not just for one season, but for the identity of the team moving forward. This is a move that energizes the city, fills the stadium with anticipation, and reignites belief. Davante Adams represents ambition, urgency, and confidence, qualities that resonate deeply with a franchise built on toughness and excellence. The black and gold now carries a new edge, one that demands respect every time they take the field. Opposing defenses are already in panic mode, and for good reason. Preparing for Pittsburgh now requires sacrificing something elsewhere. Focus too much on Adams and other weapons exploit the gaps. Spread the coverage evenly and Adams dominates one-on-one. Blitz aggressively and he beats press coverage with precision. Sit back in zone and he dissects soft spots with veteran awareness. There is no comfortable answer, only damage control. And that is exactly what elite offenses force defenses into. As the season unfolds, the true impact of this move will continue to reveal itself week after week. Davante Adams doesn't need time to adjust to pressure situations. He thrives in them. Big moments, late-game drives, must-win matchups, this is where his presence becomes priceless. The Steelers have added not just a receiver, but a closer, someone who can tilt outcomes when everything is on the line. This blockbuster unveiling signals a turning point for Pittsburgh. It's a declaration that the Steelers are not content with potential, they are chasing results. With Davante Adams in the fold, the offense gains teeth, the locker room gains leadership, and the league gains a new problem it must solve. Defenses may panic, analysts may debate, and rivals may worry, but one thing is undeniable. The Steelers just changed the conversation.
Stay locked in to Steelers Daily News for continuous updates, breaking developments, and full coverage as this story continues to evolve. This is only the beginning of a new chapter in Pittsburgh football, and the entire NFL is watching closely as the Steelers unleash one of the most dangerous weapons in the game.
The presence of Davante Adams also reshapes the psychological battle that takes place long before kickoff. Defensive units now enter games against Pittsburgh with added pressure, knowing that even a solid game plan can unravel in a matter of moments. One perfectly timed route, one lapse in coverage communication, and Adams can flip momentum instantly. That kind of threat forces hesitation, and hesitation at the NFL level is fatal. The Steelers can now capitalize on fear and uncertainty, controlling the emotional rhythm of games in a way that separates good teams from truly dangerous ones. Beyond the field, this move reinforces the Steelers' reputation as a franchise that knows when to strike. Pittsburgh has always balanced patience with precision, and unveiling a player of Adams' stature reflects calculated confidence rather than desperation. It shows belief in the foundation already in place and a willingness to add the final pieces needed to compete at the highest level. Around the league, front offices are taking notice, recognizing that the Steelers are aligning talent, timing, and ambition in a way that commands respect. As this new era takes shape, expectations naturally rise, but so does belief. Every snap with Davante Adams on the field carries the potential for something special, something decisive. The Steelers are no longer just part of the playoff conversation, they are shaping it. With defenses scrambling and the spotlight firmly fixed on Pittsburgh, the black and gold move forward with renewed purpose, fully aware that the road ahead is challenging, but confident they now have the firepower to dominate.